From Robin Hood to ruthless drug lord. This is the story of Antonio Francisco Bonfim Lopes, a man who straddled two worlds, community leader and criminal kingpin. Nem's rise to power began with a promise to restore order to the chaotic favelas of Rio. But somewhere along the way, the lines blurred. Power corrupted. Dreams turned into nightmares. We'll explore the complex web of poverty, desperation, and ambition that fueled Nem's ascent. We'll witness the transformation, the community leader fading away, replaced by a man consumed by greed and violence. But empires crumble. Nem's reign wasn't destined to last. We'll delve into the forces that brought him down, the mistakes that led to his downfall. The rise and fall of Antonio Francisco Bonfim Lopes, from community leader to drug lord. This is a story of ambition, corruption, and the devastating consequences of blurred lines. Join us as we peel back the layers and uncover the truth behind a man who embodied the contradictions of life in the favelas. Birth and early life, Antonio Francisco Bonfim. Lopes's story begins in 24 May 1976. Lopes was born in the south zone of Rio de Janeiro. His parents moved from Paraíba, a state in northeast Brazil, to escape the locale poverty. Before he became involved in drug trafficking, Lopes worked as a delivery boy for a magazine company. Unlike many future drug lords, his upbringing wasn't steeped in abject poverty. However, financial difficulties did plague his family, and Nem, driven by a desire to help, may have entered the drug trade to pay for his child's expensive medical treatment. This initial foray into the world of narcotics would ultimately set him on a dark path. Rise to power from enforcer to feared leader. Nem's rise to power within the Amigos Dos. Amigos gang wasn't a smooth climb. He started at the bottom, working as an enforcer, a role that demanded unwavering loyalty and a willingness to use violence without hesitation. Nem possessed both these qualities in spades, quickly establishing a reputation for ruthlessness and efficiency. These traits, while terrifying, also garnered him a grudging respect within the gang. However, Nem wasn't content with simply enforcing the will of others. He harbored a burning ambition to be the one calling the shots. This ambition, coupled with his cunning intellect, allowed him to exploit a critical turning point. The death of the previous gang leader created a power vacuum, a moment of chaos and uncertainty within Amigos Dos Amigos. Nem saw his opportunity. He didn't simply wait for the dust to settle and hope for a promotion. Nem actively seized control by eliminating his main rival, a bold and bloody move that sent a clear message to anyone considering challenging him. This ruthless act solidified his position as a force to be reckoned with. With his rival out of the picture, Nem took complete control of Amigos Dos Amigos, a testament to his ambition, ruthlessness, and perhaps a touch of cunning strategy. Drugs, violence, and a Robin Hood image, a complex legacy. Under Nem's iron-fisted leadership, Amigos Dos Amigos tightened its grip on Rocinha's drug trade with a ruthless efficiency. Cocaine became their lifeblood, transforming Rocinha into a major trafficking hub. Nem flooded the favela with the drug, ensuring a steady stream of income that funded his lavish lifestyle and fueled the organization's growth. But violence remained a constant companion to Nem's reign. He wasn't afraid to use brutality to eliminate rivals, silence dissenters, and maintain control. Public executions and displays of force became a chilling hallmark of his leadership, a constant reminder of the consequences of defying him. Fear became a potent weapon in Nem's arsenal, keeping residents in line and ensuring his absolute control over the drug trade. However, Nem's legacy isn't solely defined by violence and bloodshed. He cultivated a complex and contradictory image within Rocinha. Some residents saw him as a ruthless dictator, while others viewed him as a twisted Robin Hood figure. Nem, perhaps in a calculated move to garner some measure of public support, invested a portion of his drug profits back into the favela. He funded community projects, improved infrastructure like sanitation and electricity, and even provided a rudimentary form of security within Rocinha. This security wasn't about keeping residents safe from outside threats, but rather about maintaining order within the favela, ensuring a smooth operation for his drug trade. However, for some residents living in a chaotic and neglected environment, This twisted sense of order offered a semblance of stability, a reason to tolerate, or perhaps even grudgingly respect, Nem's brutal regime. Nem's legacy remains a source of debate. Was he a monster who exploited the desperation of his community, or a complex figure who offered a twisted form of help amidst government neglect? The answer likely lies somewhere in between. One thing is certain: Nem's story is a stark reminder of the complex problems plaguing Brazilian favelas, where poverty, lack of opportunity, and a weak government presence create fertile ground for figures like Nem to emerge. Death and a lingering legacy, questions and consequences. Nem's violent demise in 2023, outside a family member's home, sent shockwaves through Rocinha. The official story remains murky, with theories swirling about revenge killings, power struggles within the drug trade, or even involvement from law enforcement. Perhaps it was a combination of these factors. Regardless of the motive, Nem's death created another power vacuum, leading to a bloody turf war between rival factions vying for control of Rocinha's lucrative drug trade. This ongoing conflict has plunged the favela back into a state of fear and uncertainty. The fragile sense of order established under Nem's rule has fractured, leaving residents caught in the crossfire. The consequences of Nem's death extend beyond the favela. His drug trafficking network, a complex web of suppliers, distributors, and enforcers, didn't simply disappear. The fight for control within Amigos dos Amigos has likely led to disruptions in the cocaine supply chain, impacting other criminal organizations and potentially causing violence to spill over into neighboring areas. Nem's legacy is a complex one. Some residents, particularly those who benefited from his community projects, may even mourn his death. However, the overwhelming sentiment is likely one of relief mixed with apprehension. Relief that Nem's reign of terror is over, but apprehension about the unknown future that awaits Rocinha. His story serves as a stark reminder of the destructive nature of the drug trade, the devastating impact it has on communities, and the cycle of violence it perpetuates. It also highlights the government's ongoing struggle to establish order and provide basic services in Rio's favelas, a situation that allows figures like Nem to exploit desperation and wield power in the absence of a legitimate authority. Nem's story is more than just a sensationalized tale of a drug lord. It highlights the complex problems plaguing Brazilian favelas: poverty, lack of opportunity, and a weak government presence. While some residents viewed Nem as a savior, his legacy is ultimately one of violence, addiction, and a missed opportunity for real progress. Thanks for joining us on this exploration of a life defined by ambition and a tragic fall from grace. If you enjoyed this true crime story, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more. Until next time, stay safe out there, and remember, power can be a seductive force, but it often comes at a terrible cost.